Hello guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm just going to make it simple, brief and short, as simple as it can be. All right, so I'm going to be talking about top-down analysis, okay, and how to use optimal trade entry, okay, for your price action. In this video, you're going to be learning how to actually get your entry right, doing the top-down analysis approach. All right, knowing the key levels to mark out and to look out for. All right, and then defining your entry criterions that you're going to use to flip your account. Like this, my student, okay, who has been successful to taking it a $10 to a $200, $10 to $150, $10 to $300. Sorry for that. So you're going to be learning all of that in this particular video. All right, so stay tuned, share this video to as many persons as possible. All right, be it your friends, be it family members, just share the videos. All right, and also I'm going to be providing mentorship for a group of persons, and I just want it to be a discount. All right, I'm going to be running my mentorship. It's $200, but I'm going to be running it for $50. Okay, if you're just interested, you can just key in so that you'll be making massive results like this, my student. Okay, so you see his results, they're actually really what amazing, guys. He has been killing the market. Okay, he and a lot of others have actually been killing the market. All right, so right here we're going to start from the daily time frame. We are just going to use gold today. We are not going to be looking at the synthetic indices. All right, so on gold chart, what am I looking at? Okay, so on the daily time frame with gold, you can clearly see that this market has actually been in an uptrend. Okay, it has been in an uptrend. Mind you, I don't use trend line, but let's just break this down a little bit. Okay, so it has been in an uptrend. Okay, so whichever way you want to use it to draw the trend line, we can just adjust a few parameters here. So you can see that the market was actually trading above this trend line. All right, so what happened? I'm just trying to build a story. All right, I want you guys to follow me step by step as I build the story. All right, so that's how to make your top-down analysis. You build a story from the higher time frame down to a lower time frame. Okay, so right here we have a sweep. Okay, so why I call that area the sweep is because the market tried to break above that area. Okay, so the market tried to trade above that area, but after a few candles it failed. All right, so where we had the first break of structure to the downside. Okay, so that low was taken out. Then we have a little pullback which wasn't too powerful enough. Okay, so and then we have this major low being taken out. So with that story in place, that means we should be looking for sales mainly on gold. For the long, you can scalp your little buy and sells, but on the longer trend, you should be looking more for sales. Okay, so that we have gotten that part right. So you can see how the market actually tapped into a key level. Market came to this area, tapped in, all right, took out that area, and then it's actually selling back. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and clean my charts. All right, so I'm going to scale down to the 4 hours time frame. I don't want to make this video too long. Okay, now let's go to the smaller time frame. Okay, as you can see here on the 4 hours, the sweep, we have that sweep which is right here. All right, the market did not continue to trade above that area, and then we have a break of structure to the downside. All right, so and this pullback wasn't actually up to what, to 50%. Okay, it wasn't up to 50%. All right, it wasn't up to 50%. All right, so if it was up to 50%, this would have actually been a valid trade for me, but since it wasn't up to, I won't take it. All right, so now let's scale down to another smaller time frame. And then you can actually see that we have another break of structure before the taking out of this particular low right here. Okay, before the taking out of that low. All right, but that is, we are just building the story. Okay, and even what this thing is actually trying to do is actually gaining, grabbing liquidity for sales to happen. All right, I will come to that. Okay, it's actually grabbing liquidities for sales to happen. So what am I looking at on gold from the current time frame, which I'm looking at, which is the 4 hours. Now I'm just going to go down to the 1 hour. All right, so on the 1 hour, what can I see? All right, I can clearly see that there is what a sweep of what liquidity, which is right here. There's a sweep of liquidity which is like there, which is actually in alignment with what the higher time frame. So, and then we have a break of structure, which is, we have a break of structure which is right here. Okay, we have our break of structure. Okay, and then we have liquidity sweep, which is right there, and then we have our pullback, which is up to 50%. Okay, so you see that pullback. All right, and then now, right now we have our second break of structure, which is right here. So that is actually really cool. Okay, that's really cool. All right, we have our second break of structure. So what are we looking at on gold? I'll be actually waiting for gold to actually push to that area so that I can actually look for sales. So this becomes my protected low, this becomes my protected high, and then this area right here is my what? Structural liquidity. All right, what is structural liquidity for? It's meant for it to be taken out. Okay, it's meant to be what? Taken out. All right, so whenever the market gets here, whenever the market gets there, I'll literally like sell and then take my profit down here. Okay, but does that mean that I can actually sell? With the way it's actually going, that is actually corresponding with what I'm actually thinking. Okay, it's actually corresponding with what I am actually thinking. So it can actually go in that manner all the way to POI. POI stands for what? A point of interest, guys. So you can use, anybody can actually use this strategy to make a lot of money from the forex market. Okay, anybody can actually use it to make a lot of money from the forex market. So you guys can clearly see that this is actually an awesome strategy. Okay, so right now I'm just going to go out to the smaller time frame. Let's say I actually want to buy this market movement. I want to buy all the way to that upside. What am I going to look for? Okay, I'm going to scale down to my smaller time frame. All right, probably like the 15 minutes. All right, I'm going to scale down to my small time frame, like the 15 minutes. Okay, and then look for my buy setup. Okay, from the 15 minutes, I want you all to like pause the video and then look at this area. I teach this to my students, okay, and they have been using it to make money. All right, so looking at this area, pause your screen, look at this area. What can you see? Can you see the setup? Yeah, I can. So I just want you to pause it, mark it out yourself. Okay, well, if you did it right, well, kudos to you, but let's do it together now. I'm just going to go ahead and delete this. Here we have a sweep. Okay, we have a sweep right here. Let me just delete that and make it look really nice. All right, we have a sweep right there. Okay, we have a sweep right there. Let me use my horizontal line. Let me just go ahead and delete this. Let me delete this. All right, we have our sweep of liquidity, which is right there. All right, we have a break of structure. We have break of structure, which is right here. Okay, we have a break of structure, which is right there. We also have a sweep, a break of structure, which is right there. Okay, so since we have two break of structures like that, what am I going to do? All right, so this is a question that a lot of people ask me a lot. Okay, I'm just going to zoom in so that you guys can clearly see it. All right, since I have two break of structure and all of them are up to like 50%. All right, I'm just going to pick my Fibonacci 2 from the swing low to the swing high. All right, you see that this one is up to 50%. Okay, so and I'm going to use the one that's closest to the POI. Okay, where's my POI? My POI stands for my point of entry, so I'm just going to use the one that's closest to my POI from here to here. So this becomes what my structural liquidity, and then we have our second break of structure. The second break of structure is what? The transactional liquidity. Okay, so this here becomes my protected low. So this becomes my protected low, right? So and I'm going to be targeting where my entries is on the higher time frame. Okay, I don't have to be too greedy. Okay, I don't have to be too greedy. Anytime it happens, it's fine by me. Okay, so I have my POI right here. I have my POI right here. Then here is actually going to be my entry. Okay, here is actually going to be my entry. All right, here's going to be my entry, and there is going to be my target. Okay, so from here to the high that the market actually got to, that's my protected high. So I'm just going to wait for my entries right here. Okay, when the market comes here, I'm just going to look for some form of confirmation. Okay, I'm just going to look for some form of confirmation within this particular area. So right here, this is what I'm looking at on gold. I'm looking to sell it from there to here. I'm looking to buy from here to probably there. All right, I'm willing to respect the higher time frame. Okay, and by the way, guys, mind you, your stop loss should always be very tight. It shouldn't be too big. Okay, you can actually use this method to actually flip a $10, okay, to $200 and so on and so forth, guys. So you can actually do it. Anything is possible in this market if you actually believe. So the next thing, let's look at GU. Okay, GPUSD. Let's try to like look at some things there on GU. So GU has actually been pumping up. Okay, so what do I look for? Do I look for buys? Do I look for sells? So it's kind of confusing, right, at the moment. Okay, but the market overall seems bullish. Market overall seems bullish a bit. All right, so that aside, let's look at EU. I think I was actually looking for buys in EU. Do I have any setup there? All right, so I think the market has actually left me behind. So I was actually looking at, I have two good setups which I was actually looking at as the market was actually moving. So right here, let's break it down together. Probably we could just go to the daily time frame together. Okay, we can just go to the daily time frame together. All right, so on the daily time frame, we see that the market has actually hit a low, and it's kind of like forming some form of resistance within that, some form of support within that particular level. So since the market is forming some form of support within the level, and we are having a rejection, so we have a lot of rejections within this area. So we could just scale down to the 4 hours time frame, okay, where we can actually see the whole thing clearer, right? So on the 4 hours time frame, so we could see this. All right, so you see that the market actually took out these this was a low, okay, that was supposed to. So what let me just explain something here. All right, so this was a bearish flag. Okay, so the market actually broke it since, and then it dropped. So approximately this move is actually what complete. All right, so and then there was a pullback. Since there was a pullback to this particular area to retest that area, in assumption, what should happen is the market is actually supposed to continue. I'm just using the basic market structure, okay, the basic market trading strategy. So the market is actually supposed to continue moving to the downside. But in this particular case, the market gave us a low. Okay, let me just delete the whole of these candles on this particular side. All right, so just delete it. So the market just created a low. So I believe that there were some people who were already in the sell, so and then they were taken out. Okay, so the market gave us a higher low, and then they just give us another low. Okay, since this particular low wasn't taken out, and then it kept going just like that. So based on that, I'm just seeing this market to actually continue to push to the upside based on what I actually see. So you try to build a story around what you see on the chart, okay, and then you make informed guess based on that. So that ain't gambling, my friend. So based on the fact that you're actually trading what you actually understand. All right, so right here I'm just going to go down to the 30 minutes time frame, all right, to get more information so that you guys can clearly see things with me. All right, so since I told you guys that we have a high low, I remember explaining that. So actually there was a gap here, so the market came back, filled that gap, all right, and then we have a sweep of liquidity, which is right here. All right, so we have a sweep of liquidity, we have a break of structure right here. So, and then we have a pullback. It's more than actually 50%. This becomes your POI. Since this is actually too close, we have this area where there's actually another block within this area. Okay, so this becomes our POI. All right, so we are actually waiting for the market to actually tap into that area. So, but the market did not actually grab the liquidity within that area. Okay, the market did not actually grab the liquidity within that area. All right, and then we have our second break of structure, which is the transactional liquidity. Okay, and then here's the structural liquidity. So I was actually waiting for the market to actually come here, take out this area, then give me a confirmation within this particular area. So, but the market did not actually do that. So since the market did not do that, I don't actually have a setup. So, but there was something here which was kind of surprising to me, which I think that's the reason the market actually respected this area kind of coolly well and then kept pushing to the upside. If you look to the left here, you see that there is actually a sweep, okay, and then there's a break of structure and then there's a pullback. So literally what the market just did was just come back, took out this area right here. So the market just swept that area and then tapped. So but because of that, that was why the market did not actually go further. So but I never wanted to take that because the probabilities were just too low for me. All right, so I never wanted to take that. So right here, you can clearly see that I just have similar pattern. Okay, I just have similar pattern, and I'm still waiting for this. It can still play out. So we have a sweep. Okay, we have a sweep, and then we have a break of structure. We have a pullback, which is this. All right, so I'm just waiting for the market to come and take out this area, and then we have a second break of structure, which is right there. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the market to actually trade down to this area. Then I take my buys from here, all right? Take my buys from here upon confirmation. I don't just take without confirmation. I trade with confirmation so that I can actually increase the probability of my trading results, okay? So guys, this is it. This is just simple as ABC, guys. I'll expect you guys to practice. And if you are interested in actually joining the mentorship, you're welcome to join it anytime, any day, Ivan. So take care of yourself and enjoy trading. And stay out of the chart because the market is actually crazy this festive period. Okay, so just don't just take too much risks, okay, because the probabilities are just low.